Governor Rauner is meeting with Vice President Mike Pence during a brief trip to our nation's capital. But before he left, a comment he made on a Chicago radio station is getting some backlash in Champaign Urbana. WCIA3's Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell got an explanation from the Rauner campaign tonight.
Yeah, the Rauner campaign is walking back the governor's off-putting remark he made last week. It was on WGN radio, where Governor Rauner was lamenting the troubles of trying to draw jobs and people to this specific part of the state and said that, quote, Champaign Urbana is wonderful, but it's very hard to keep a company of more than 6 people there. He said there's no convenient transportation, not much of a workforce, and it's very hard. Then the governor went on to say this. He said, we can start some companies there, but what we can do is we can help the University of Illinois expand in Chicago, expand into Rockford and Peoria, cities that have large economic systems and great companies already. Well, as you might imagine, folks around here weren't too thrilled with those remarks. Representative Carol Ammons took the governor to task on Twitter and on camera.
We have tons of small businesses. Probably some of the fastest growing businesses are incubated right here in Champaign-Urbana. We have some of the best transportation. People are literally coming here to duplicate what we're doing with mass transit. He's out of touch with what's really happening in the state of Illinois, and certainly with Champaign-Urbana.
When we heard the governor's remarks on the radio in the newsroom, a bit of head scratching going on, so we reached out and asked him, hey, what exactly did he mean there? The Rauner campaign responded, quote, the University of Illinois is a world-class institution, and Champaign is a wonderful place with great people. As we work to bring more companies to Illinois, we need to be making investments so businesses have the resources they need to succeed. That's the end of the quote. One interesting note, it was Central Illinois and Champaign-Urbana in particular that gave Governor Rauner the strongest turnout in the March primary against Jeannie Ives. By the looks of some of the fierce feedback on Twitter and in my email inbox, that crowd may be shrinking. Back to you.
Well, the governor stayed the night in Washington, D.C. as Supreme Court observers watch for a potential ruling in the Janus versus AFSCME case. The governor's office says he met with Vice President Pence and several members of Congress.